Something is shifting in the world, a subtle realignment of power, unfolding quietly along the Horn of Africa's Red Sea coast. Beneath the surface, new alliances are being forged, and old rivalries are being rekindled, all playing out against the backdrop of the storied shoreline. The Red Sea, once a silent witness to centuries of trade and migration, is now a stage for a new kind of contest. Here, Eritrea, long defined by isolation, is suddenly at the center of global attention. The Red Sea, always a corridor of history, has become a liquid battleground where distant ambitions clash with local realities. International powers, both old and new, are vying for influence, seeking to secure their interests in this vital maritime artery. This is not just a regional affair, it's a preview of future global competition, where geography is king and control over critical waterways is the ultimate prize. Eritrea's strategic value is now undeniable, drawing the world's gaze with a mix of opportunity and risk. Every ship that passes through these waters carries not just cargo, but the weight of international expectations and anxieties. The quiet that once defined Eritrea is giving way to the hum of renewed interest. The world is watching, even if it doesn't yet fully understand what it's seeing. Local communities are witnessing changes that will shape their future, as foreign diplomats and journalists arrive, eager to decipher the unfolding story. Change is underway, and its consequences will reach far beyond the Red Sea. The ripples of today's decisions will be felt across continents, shaping the destinies of nations and the flow of global commerce for years to come. This year, a high-level Team Europe delegation visited Asmara, Eritrea's capital, in a move that spoke volumes about shifting priorities and the subtle art of diplomacy. Officially, it was about strengthening ties, but beneath the surface, it was a calculated bid for influence in a crowded strategic zone, where every handshake and conversation carries weight. The visit, carefully choreographed and publicly understated, marked a shift from years of estrangement to pragmatic engagement, signaling a new chapter in Europe-Eritrea relations. Europe's priorities have changed. Geopolitical and economic interests now outweigh past concerns, as access to the Red Sea and regional stability become increasingly vital. The dialogue was less about shared values and more about necessity, with both sides aware of the stakes and the opportunities at hand. This is strategic realignment in action, presence, engagement, and a willingness to deal with difficult partners, even when the path forward is uncertain. The Team Europe visit signals that influence in the 21st century requires boots on the ground, not just words, and a readiness to adapt to new realities. Eritrea is now a key piece on the board. Its location and alliances drawing the attention of global powers seeking leverage in the Horn of Africa. The game is competitive, and Europe is learning to play, adapting its approach as the stakes rise and the diplomatic landscape evolves. Eritrea's importance is written on the map. 1,000 kilometers of coastline along one of the world's most vital maritime highways. The Red Sea connects Europe, Asia, and Africa, serving as a main artery for global commerce and energy. Disruption here can send shockwaves through global markets. Eritrea's proximity to these shipping lanes gives it leverage far beyond its size. Whoever has access to Eritrea's ports holds a strategic advantage, monitoring, projecting power, and securing trade routes. Geography, not politics, is the real asset. The world's renewed interest in Eritrea is about its immutable position. In the great game for influence, geography is non-negotiable. Eritrea is now at the center of high-stakes competition. The EU's focus on Eritrea is part of its drive for strategic autonomy, reducing dependence on the US and China. Europe wants control over its trade routes and security environment, making the Horn of Africa a top priority. Eritrea, with its Red Sea coastline, is central to this plan. Building ties with Eritrea is about securing a partner at a critical choke point. It's a counterweight to other global players establishing footholds in the region. The EU is shifting from a values-based foreign policy to one driven by hard geopolitical needs. The Horn of Africa is the first test of this new approach. Engaging Eritrea is Europe's step towards standing on its own in a competitive world. Just south of Eritrea lies the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, the Gate of Tears, a choke point that holds the global economy hostage. This narrow stretch of water is one of the world's most critical maritime passages, where continents and commerce converge. This narrow passage connects the Red Sea to the Indian Ocean, funneling millions of barrels of oil and vast commercial cargo daily. Every year, nearly a tenth of global seaborne trade passes through these waters, making it a lifeline for economies from Asia to Europe. Any disruption here sends shockwaves through global supply chains and spikes costs. Even a brief closure or threat can cause delays, shortages, and price hikes around the world. Eritrea's proximity to the strait elevates its strategic value, placing it at the heart of international attention and competition. From its shores, maritime traffic can be monitored or influenced. Eritrea's position allows it to play a pivotal role in regional security and global trade. Instability, piracy, conflict, or state action can threaten this artery, and global markets react instantly. The world watches closely for any sign of trouble. That's why global powers are so focused on the region. International navies and alliances patrol these waters to keep trade flowing. A stable partner in Eritrea is a major asset for maritime security. Cooperation here can mean the difference between chaos and stability. The Bab el-Mandeb is a reminder. Small places can have massive consequences, shaping the fate of nations and the flow of global commerce. Eritrea's fate is tied to its neighbors, Ethiopia and Somalia, in a region where borders blur and fortunes intertwine. Ethiopia, landlocked and populous, needs sea access, making Eritrea's ports crucial to its future. Shifts in Eritrea's alliances or economic fortunes directly impact Ethiopia's trade and Somalia's security. Somalia's stability is vital for regional security and global trade, given its history of piracy. Eritrea's actions can either stabilize or destabilize the region. The development of Eritrean ports could reshape economic power in the Horn. Every move is scrutinized, making the region highly reactive. Eritrea's new chapter is also a turning point for the entire Horn of Africa. The Red Sea is now a crowded arena for global competition. Team Europe's visit is just one move. China, Russia, Turkey, and Gulf states are all deepening their stakes. This convergence raises the stakes and the risk of instability. Regional nations, including Eritrea, can now play powers against each other for advantage. But this also makes politics unpredictable and fragile. Minor disputes can escalate quickly, drawing in external patrons. The Horn of Africa is where 21st century great power competition plays out in subtle, strategic moves. The polite language of partnership masks intense rivalry. The question, will this lead to shared security, or is it the start of a new contest for control? The answer will shape the world.